Hello, you all. Welcome to this new edition of Lectio Musica, the place for great lyrics, great music, and great meaning. My name is Guylain Perrin. I'm a Franciscan friar from Canada. Love rock music for a long time, especially hard rock, metal, and prog. Once a week, I stop in my little office where I usually work, and I listen to a song, a musical piece in the genre of hard rock, metal, or prog. In this case, we are at the crossroads of metal, prog rock, and rock opera. It is a beautiful rock opera by the artist from the Netherlands, Arjen Anthony Lucassen. So, we've begun that journey through that album called The Human Equation. A few weeks back, it's our fourth week. Yeah, it's our fourth week. And last week we did day 5 and day 6. This week we will do day 7, 8, 9, 10. We will listen together to the studio version. After that, as written there, after a first reaction, I've looked at the lyrics. I know what they are talking about, but I haven't listened to the music ever. It will be a genuine first reaction. After that, as you can see, I will make a small analysis, nothing very deep, just going through the lyrics and asking myself questions. And I know that those of you who know very well the repertoire of Arjen, you will put down here in the comment section your reaction, comments, or sometimes lights on the text. It's not obvious for the listener that I am at first hearing what it all means, but I can count on you. I know that, and all of you subscribers of the channel, you know that the quality of the subscribers, the quality of those who write down their opinion down here is excellent. After that, we will go and listen to a live version of the same pieces after seeing the lyrics in the second third of the video. And so it will be a reaction to the live version. It's wonderful to react to the live version. Don't forget, you can subscribe and push the little bell right beside it. Will appear after you push subscribe button. A little bell will appear, and you can subscribe to this channel to make sure that you won't miss any video. We are on different time zones, and it's useful to be reminded a few days before and half an hour before the premiere every Friday that it's about to begin. Let's not lose any time, because the menu of this week is substantial. We have 4 short pieces of music. One of them seems to be an instrumental because I didn't find any lyrics for it. So let's go immediately into day 7. I'll put the screen for me as well. I think it will be useful. And we begin in 3, 2, 1. There's a lighter side. The bass.
Let me take you back to the time when we were chasing all the girls.
Yes.
Two maniacs indulging in the pleasures of this world. So much to see, so much to live for, questions to answer, places to go, so much to be. think you know you are free. Come back to me.
That's the voice of the composer, Arjen. I love his voice.
Look ahead and see, there's still so many borders we could cross. Just you and me, making up for all the time that we have lost. So much to see,
He may be
so much to
right.
live
I've got to fight. I will pull through. Take me with you.
so much to be.
I will not
So much to
break.
care
I must awake. I think I know I am free.
Come back to me.
A little folk medieval cover of this thing. Excellent. So there's a barrier. There's hope expressed by the friend outside of him, and there's inside me trying to reach out, but there's a barrier that we see clearly, that we hear at the end of this section. So a barrier that prevents him to reaching out and to go towards. So probably the body don't follow the will. So connection seems to have been made. I don't know if the friend, the best friend, doesn't hear anything, but he expresses something to which inside me, still apparently in a coma, is trying to reach out but is not able. There's a barrier blocking the way. So we move to the next section now, day 8, in 3, 2, 1. School.
It's time to leave your sheltered cage, face your deepest fears. The world is against you, you're fighting back the tears.
All the kids were watching me. I felt very small. I could hear the laughter as I stumbled down the hall. Seeing you fall, deep in the darkness, it leaves you behind. Leading on into the profit of the competition. Having today, all of the things are they going away.
The bigger boys, they beat you up. Out here you cannot hide. No friends to help you, no father at your side.
I swore that I'd get back at them, but I was just a kid. One day I'd show them I wouldn't rest until I did. Seeing you fall, deep in the darkness, it leaves you behind. Leading on into the profit of the competition. Having today, all of the things are they going away. And now, I'd rather leave them by the way.
to communicate.
Better to learn to protect yourself.
That's not the way to get out of this hell.
See that kid? What's the smile on his face?
It's just like you, feeling out of place.
Yeah, let's show him who's boss.
That's not the way to get your message across.
Be a man, give in to hate.
You better learn to communicate.
Better to learn to protect yourself.
That's not the way to get out of this hell.
Don't let your brain let it all go. Savor the moment and feel your blood flow.
And I got back at them, still acting like a kid. Then I showed them, but when I had, I could not quit.
Wow. I love the contrast. Now, my lyrics here were not complete, so I will go and read the lyrics carefully before going on. Be back in a sec. Yep, I went and there was missing to my lyrics 4 paragraph, all the first section of the fear and me and rage, agony coming back about this little boy being beaten, being small at school, and not being able to stop when he began, but a reason trying to make him understand that communication is the key in these situations. But here, no, it doesn't seem to work. And there were no friends, no father beside. That corresponds to what we have seen until now, I think, quite well. Let's go to the other section now. It will be, oh my Lord, how beautiful is this journey through that music. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Playground. Yeah, still at school. Where innocence where a child can live. We say insouciance in French. This is what it evokes to me. Dancing with it. I was not aware that Aryan had this kind of, I would say, input from a folk, I would say, medieval side of him. And in this case, the 6/8, of course, has been famous with the Irish music, but not exclusively. And I love the atmosphere of what a playground should be, and what it didn't, maybe wasn't, for the me character. And I have to confess, I love metal, what we call trad metal or folk metal. In Quebec, we say trad metal because it's blended with traditional music. I love it. I love it. There's so much life, so much energy in that kind. And here it was a serene, a very lively energy. So let's go to day 10. Oh, back at the hospital? Yeah, of course, every day is one instrumental piece, musical piece.
It's been 10 days. It shouldn't last this long. The doctor's mystified. Nothing's physically wrong.
But maybe in his head he's struggling to survive. Would it help if we talk to him, bring him back to life?
Okay, so they will try to bring him back to life like
Do you remember that time we were showing off a brand new flashy bike?
You looked so fine until you both fell over and then started to cry.
Do you recall that day? Fearlessly we climbed the highest tower.
And you became afraid, too scared to climb down. You stayed up there for hours.
Do you remember that time?
Do you recall that day?
you can see how they are examples outside.
Do you remember that time, alone at last, naked by the fire?
Then all your friends came by. They rushed in the room and you had no time to hide.
Do you recall that day you proposed to me and fell down to your knees?
You didn't know what to say, so she knelt down too, for she thought you'd lost your keys.
Remember that
Do you recall that day?
Both the sound and the style. So 70s.
Can you see her light shining through the black? She's reaching out to you. What's holding you back?
Can you feel her warmth glowing on your skin? Don't repress the memories. Let them all in.
Oh, that's it. Oh, wow. I'm really, really impressed with the liner notes. With the booklet, we say, with le livret in French, we say. I'm really interested in that content. What is it that keeps him from emerging? What is it? That's the question here. There is something. And then, at the end, reason, say, well, let these memories come. Let them come. Why? Because probably these memories will bring back a taste for life. But those memories are not all good, as we've seen. Some of the memories at school are not very good. So let's dig immediately into day 7. Okay, here we are, ready to go. First, day 7. The Best Friend song by Arjen himself. Like I said, love his voice. Let me take you back to the time when we were chasing all the girls. 2 maniacs indulging in the pleasures of this world. 2 young men or 2 young boys having a lot of fun, as you can imagine, as teenagers and young men. So there was no boundary. So much to see, so much to live for, questions to answer, places to go. So much to be, so much to care for. Deep down inside, I think you know, you are free, come back to me. So the best friend recalls the time they were together, the best of time. And notice, so much to see, so much to live for, questions to answer, places to go. You will see that coming back as a reminder, as I would say, not a refrain, but maybe a refrain in a way, and to which there will be an answer giving in the present state. The key for me in that whole section is deep down inside, I think you know, you are free, come back to me. So there is a dimension in his personality that wants or seek freedom. Deep down, you are free. He's saying that even in your present state, the me is free, even if it doesn't appear outside. So come back to conscience. The best friend continues. Look ahead and see there are still so many borders we could cross. So you see, without borders of their childhood. Now, let's go today without borders again. Just you and me, making up for all the time that we've lost. So there is time lost between their childhood and now. Is it the fact simply the coma situation of, or if there's a regret here of not having spent time enough with his friend, and now that he is in a coma, the best friend realized that there's a lot of time missed, you know. The best friend continues. So much to see. You remember that sentence? And then me inside answers, he may be right. So much to live for. I've got to fight. Questions to answer. I will bowl through. Places to go. Take me with you. You see, it works very well. They build, I would say, frame, and in that frame, the friend calling to me as a dialogue. So much to be, I will not break. So much to care for, I must awake. Deep down inside, think you know, I think I know that I am free. I am, you are free, together. Connection. Come back to me, come back to me. There is no way out. My whole world is black. The whole world is aware of in his situation. Come back to me. I try to shout. Something's holding me back. So there's something inside of him holding him back. That's when I said there's some kind of barrier. Okay, day 8 now. What is it that holds him back? What is it? Then we go back to time of school. Fear. It's time to leave your sheltered cage. Face your deepest fears. The world is against you. You're fighting back the tears. The contrast is very strong because the best friend is or was very close to him at a certain time. But the question is, where he is at school? Where is the best friend at school? And another thing is that how come this little one who is called free inside, deep down, how come there he's full of fear at school? And he feels that the whole world is against him, which is not possible. When you feel that, there must be some people who would be with you and not against you. Me, all the kids were watching me. I felt very small. I could hear the laughter as I stumbled down the hall. So there's a dimension of awkwardness. He stumbled in the hall and everybody laughed at them. Now, I could hear their laughter. Is it a physical laughter, like real kids laughing at him? Or he feels or he get the impression that they are laughing at him, which the first paragraph would be a little bit of paranoia, I would say. Now, seek to find deep in the trauma as it leaves you behind. Now, I rage as a new character and human. I don't know who human is or what is human. But deep inside, the trauma, a trauma, leaves you behind. So a trauma is blocking the way out, as I understand. Is that the way you would understand that? Bleeding it gone into the profit of the competition. Bleeding it gone. As to the profit of competition. You remember I was asking myself, is competition only on the side of the father or is it on the side of the boy as well? Here, it seems to suggest that there's a competitive mindset in the little boy as well. And here, and it plays a part in the trauma. Loving today, all of the feelings are they going away? All of the feeling, are they going away? Would that be a question mark right here? So loving today, what that mean is that I prefer today to that period, the school time, ending it now, the trauma. Would I'd rather hear about the where and the how. It's where the trauma will be leave him go further forward instead of blocking him. And now is, yeah, I would like to leave. I would like to go now. But now is where and how. How do I get out of this? How can I go freely without the trauma blocking the emergence of the conscience, or I don't know how to call it. Agony comes back, the character Agony that I love so much. The bigger boys, they beat you up. Out here you cannot hide. No friends to help you, no father at your side. So bigger boys physically beat you up, okay? But here you cannot hide. You cannot hide in what? You answer the others to hide something inside of you. But here, the big boys are not there. And they do not, in a way, help you to hide reality, the inside reality. So, yeah, you've been beaten up by the bigger boys from outside. But they were useful. I'm sorry, I shouldn't use this word, but in a way, in terms of emotion, they were useful. They helped me to hide the real battle inside of me. And me comes back. I swore that I'd get back at them outside, but I was just a kid. One day I'll show them again competition. I wouldn't rest until I did. There's this idea of retribution for those outside of him. Probably the fatherly figure, probably those big boys. Rage again comes back, seeking to find deep in the trauma as it leaves you behind, repetition, bleeding it gone into the profit of competition, repetition, loving today, all the feelings, are they going away? Ending it now, I'd rather hear, okay, we have seen already that paragraph, exactly the same. You've got to prove pride. You've got to prove you're not like the rest. The rest we have here are the big boys, the wife, the best friend. So, like the rest, the others. Yeah, pride talked about that. The others, them. Reason tried to come at this point. There's no need if you know you're the best. You don't have to crush the others if you know you're the best. If there is self-understanding, self-conscience, that's not enough. Let the other kids know. What's the use? Go with the flow. To me, this dialogue between pride and reason is kind of surprising. Reason here could be called wisdom, but sometimes wisdom is a little bit special, go with the flow. But pride come back. Be a man. Give into hate. You better learn to communicate. Yeah, hate is the language of those who can't communicate. You know that violence, eh? We say that in French here in Quebec. Violence is the language of those who can't communicate. Better to learn to protect yourself, said pride again. That's not the way to get out of this hell. As I can see, there's a parallel. The hell can be described as the external situation as a kid with those big boys beating him, a fatherly figure that shouldn't help him, to protect him, and the other way, also probably the hell of the present situation that we are all aware of. Okay, let's continue. See that kid, pride answers, wipe the smile off his face. He's just like you, feeling out of place. I don't care. Let's show him who's the boss. That's not the way to get your message across. Very, very good dialogue, again with pride and reason. Pride, be a man, given to hate. You better learn to communicate, better to learn to protect yourself. We've seen that already. Getting out of this hell. And then passion comes. Don't rack your brain, let it all go. Savor the moment and feel your blood flow. Don't listen to reason. Let's go. That's why naturally, I made my fists like that during the song, because it suggested me musically and everything. Don't listen to the reason. Let's go and go and fight. Go with pride. Then I got back at them, still acting like a kid. Then I showed them. But when I could not quit. The little one, even if he's got beaten up, he will not stop until he could not quit. He didn't stop. Seeking to find and again rage deep in the trauma as it leaves you behind, bleeding it gone into the profit of competition. And we already know that's the third time it's repeated. You've got to prove you're not like the rest. We know this. You're the best. That's not enough. Be a man given to hate. You better learn to communicate. Yeah, I love that section. Really, Day 8 loved it. Day 9, as expected, was a nice 6/8. Musically, a little bit the feeling of childhood, thinking of nothing, just being a child. And it was a very beautiful musical intermezzo before the Day 10 called Memories. We're back clearly with the cue of the heartbeat sound. We are back in the hospital room. The best friend is there. It's been 10 days. We forget that during that journey, every musical piece is 1 day. I forgot that when I saw it's been 10 days. Yeah, it's not just a subdivision. So it means that there was a good day just before. It shouldn't last this long. The doctors mystify nothing physically wrong. That's interesting about the condition. Physical condition. So what keeps him in that situation is not, apparently it's not physical. It would be then psychological, emotional. But maybe in his head he's struggling to survive. Would it help if we talk to him, bring him back to life? The best friend and pride. Like I said, the internal dimension of pride is connected with the best friend. Do you remember the time where we were showing off our brand new flashy bikes? And the wife in love, you look so fine, until you both fell over and then started to cry. Best friend and pride, do you recall that day fearlessly we climbed the highest tower? We climbed fearlessly, but then you became afraid. Too scared to climb down. You stayed up there for hours. Best friend and pride, do you remember that time? Do you recall that day? Remember these two lines. Do you remember that time? Alone at last, naked by the fire? Of course. Then all your friends came by. They rushed into the room and you had no time to hide. Do you recall that day? I told you it was, yeah. You proposed to me, fell down to your knees. You didn't know what to say. Best friend and pride. So she knelt down too, for she thought you'd lost your keys. That's a funny line. Wife in love, do you remember that time? Do you recall that day? Like I told you, a refrain. That's beautiful. Passion. Can you see her light shining through the black? Now, passion is saying, you are in the black. You don't see anything, but can't you feel, can't you see her light shining through your black? She's reaching out to you. What's holding you back? Or what's holding you in the black? Can't you feel her warmth glowing on your skin? So here is the connection between the conscience and the body. What is the connection right now? Don't repress the memories, let them all in. By this, it suggests that the repressed memories will bring back the connection, not only with the others, but with the body. It will bring back the connection with the body and the others. And so the repressed memories are the key here for going further. Okay, let's go into the live videos right now. In 3, 2, 1.
Let me take you back to the time that we were chasing all the girls.
So 70s.
Too many acts, indulging in the pleasures of this world. So much to see, so much to live for. Questions to answer, places to go. So much to be, so much to care for. Deep down inside I think you know you are free. Come back to me. Look ahead and see, there's still so many borders we can cross. Just you and me, making up for all the time that we ever lost. So much to see, so much to care for. Questions to answer, places to go. So much to be, so much to care for. Down inside, I think I know you are free. Come back to me.
I free, you're free. They say it together. The inside me and the best friend outside. You see, they're there. You cannot communicate. One is inside and one is outside. You don't look at each other. I would applaud with great joy. Let's go to the other section. In 3, 2, 1. Day 8. School. They recall the difficult situation at school.
Time to leave your sheltered cave, face your deepest fear. The world is against you, you're fighting back the tears.
All the kids were watching me. I felt very small. I could hear the laughter as I stumbled down the hall. Bigger boys, they beat you up. Out here you cannot hide. No friends to help you, no father at your side. I swore that I'd get back at them, but I was just a kid. One day I'd show them I wouldn't rest until I did. Second to find, deep in the trauma as it leads you behind. Letting it go into the pockets of the competition. Loving today, all the feelings of it going away. Letting it down, I'd rather hear about the one in the heart.
Surrender to passion.
So acting like a kid. Then I showed them, but when I had, I could not quit. Seeking to find, giving the stronger as it leads you behind. Letting it go, into the prophets of the competition. Loving today, all the feelings we go away. Ending it now, I'd rather hear about the where and the how.
It's so wonderful to see everything in live. It brings back all the images and the great production of the studio. Of course, it explodes because the play will call all the senses, and of course the magnificence of the production, just the musicians up there, the choir entering here and there. Just seeing all of this already is impressive. Then the movement from inside, outside, and then on the side, passion came from the right side. And then you had, like, you remember those cartoons, a little angel and a little demon side by side talking to you in the middle. That's what reason and pride in that case they are. And then comes rage and passion, and it will give in to rage and passion in a way. But doesn't seem to be the answer. Doesn't seem to be the answer, eh? Let's continue now to day 9, playground. What will they show us? Yeah. Evocation of where a child should be, innocence. And the school, the playground. Did he fell? That's day 9. Did he fell at home? In a playground instead of school? Oh! Yeah, the bassist? 5 strings bass. Dancing with the flute and the violin. Oh, that's a great thought. I loved my Ibanez bass guitar. It was that kind of sound. Beautiful sound. Rich, very rich sound. See? The 3 guys are having fun. That should be playground. Having fun. Yeah. School was not a good experience, apparently. Great Now, let's wait no further to go into the day 10. Okay, back in the hospital. Remember, I was asking myself, what was that artificial aerial synth?
10 days shouldn't last as long.
Oh, here.
I'm really mystified. Nothing's physically wrong.
It's the doctor saying that.
In his hands, he's struggling to survive. It would help if you talk to him, bring him back to
Nice touch of the live version.
Do you remember that time we were showing off our brand new flashy bike?
Where is she? She's on the left. Yeah, exactly. Crisscross. So, those are not the memories, the repressed memories. Because these memories, spoken outside, they have an echo inside. Waited a long time. Oh, they will represent that. Passion is up there. And now she's on the side of the wife because he's calling to see the light of her love.
Can you feel her warmth glowing on your skin? Don't repress the memories. Let them all in.
Okay, let them.
What's done is done.
What's done is done. Okay, maybe it refers to the next sections of the. Oh wow! Now, did you see that Passion moved? She must have run really fast to go from. You remember I told you they were doing like a kind of an X. The Pride was on this side, and the best friend was on the other side, and so on. And then she moved and she came back from being on the same side as his wife. And so Pride and they were not distantiate in his soul with the physical position. I think that they are suggesting that slowly the connection with the external world is becoming reality. So this is our journey through the 1 hour and 41 minutes of music, 10 videos we did from the 7 to day 10. I know that it changes. The book change. The act finishes with 10 and 11. So we will do in one video the connection between the two, how we move from one to the other. I'm really not sad about this. I'm really happy, even if it would have been more logical to finish with day 11. But nevertheless, it will be great. I'm sure of that. So don't forget, first a reaction to the lyrics videos. You already know that. After, analysis and a reaction to the live videos. You have 8 languages in terms of subtitles. I worked so that you can follow in your language as much, at least to have a good idea of what I'm talking about. The premiere is still on Friday, 1:30 Montreal time. Just make sure that it's according to your time zone. If not, just subscribe, push the little bell right beside the subscription button, and you will be notified half an hour, wherever is your time zone, you will receive the reminder on your time zone. And as for now, that's it. We've been through 7 to 10. I love the unfolding of the story. I don't know if you like it, but I love it. And I'm really looking forward for next week. For now, bye-bye.
Don't repress the memories. Let them all in.